welcome to ZM Wise's Poetry and Book Enthusiast channel. I'm Dustin Pickering, and here we are discussing Bottles of Emerald for the Demon Queen. It's a play written by ZM Wise, and it was published by Trances Press. You can take a look at our website for more information. So ZM, please tell us a little bit about the premise of the book and why you wrote it.
Number one, for as long as I can remember, my primary form of writing has been poetry, primary style, preferred genre, what have you. In between that, I've written, included in my juvenilia, I should say, my series of these short horror stories, fantasy stories, comedy routines, parodies of songs, just like Weird Al Yankovic, and whatnot. But I really wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I felt comfortable writing poems, songs, essays, and other little forms of short prose for years, but this was something else altogether. It was an exercise in what I call passionate frustration or passionate anger. It pretty much shows my vendetta against most drivers of vehicles. But it's much more than that. I suppose it includes small nuggets of a great many true events, and believe you me, there is a twist within this book. I can promise you that, and I truly hope to bring it to the stage sometime soon.
So this is a play, Bottles of Emerald for the Demon Queen. What does the title mean?
So, it's also kind of included in the artwork, which, I must say, besides writing and singing, I've always appreciated visual art. I'd like to dabble in more, and it would probably come in third place within my areas of artistic creation. It's right here. If you can see it, it's all of green liquid. It's absinthe, the artist's drink. And it plays a very important role in this. And that is the Bottles of Emerald part. So, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the storyline. You don't have, without giving away the full picture, just tantalize us a little bit. Give us some ideas about what to expect from this.
Certainly. So, it's a trial. I've been a fan of courtroom dramas for quite a while, and I wanted to make this as unconventional as possible. I'd like to thank my cousin Mariela Dado for her very detailed critique, her suggestions. I did take quite a lot of them. I changed certain details around to make them a tad more believable. I should tell you, though, that a trial like this, there's no way on earth this would last a full day. A trial like this would usually carry on for much longer. But being a one-act play, this trial does take place in the form of a single day. And within the span of this day, it's a terrible, gruesome, not a hit and run per se, but just a terrible accident. And the accident itself was inspired by an accident that my friend told me about, and it's how a coworker of hers passed away. It's very tragic, very gruesome, and it really set me off the deep end. And I got to work on this immediately, and I don't remember the making of most of it because it wasn't even my hand that was moving. It wasn't necessarily automatic writing or psychography, but I suppose it was the passion speaking. I will say this, though. While there is a slight build-up, it doesn't exactly leave you any room to breathe, even in the beginning. It starts out, it's not a happy story. I would like to say, though, that there is at least a slightly hopeful outcome in the ending, and beyond that, I've included a couple different, I suppose you could call them bonus features. I included the full explanation for the alternative / original ending, including some technical details, and I included a poem. Now, one of the characters, the defendant, Ana Fernandez, for some reason, obviously you don't find out until the end, she speaks only in verse. Every single one of her lines is a short poem, pretty much, and just about everyone in that courtroom cannot figure out why she's speaking like that. And then it's revealed in the third act. So I included this poem called The Verse Trances of Ana Fernandez. And the poem itself is 4 pages, and every stanza is one of her lines. And I sort of wove them together into this one piece. So, yeah, it's extremely intense. And like I said, I have great interest in the law myself, and the explicit inner workings of just how it operates and how it varies state by state, country by country. And I wanted to give my own little twist on it. A very important detail in this is that instead of swearing on a Bible, everyone swears on an international book of love poetry, and that's explained as well. Like I said, I wanted to make this as unconventional and, in some cases, more surreal than possible. So, yeah.
And why did you choose to make it a play instead of making it, I don't know, like a verse drama or some kind of other form? Is that just the way you felt comfortable with, or was it you wanted to expand your literary, your literary approaches to writing?
Yes. So the inception included the idea of a verse drama because I've written verse dialogues in the past, and it's wonderful exercise. I enjoy it greatly. But yes, I wanted to expand my literary style. And when I was younger, in between kindergarten and 6th grade, I actually wanted to be an actor, passionately, and I took part in a great many plays in between that time, even playing the lead role in certain cases. And I enjoyed it every single second. And then 6th grade hit, and this little parasite called self-consciousness ate away at me, and I said, I think I'd rather have my work seen more than me. When I bring this to the stage, I might potentially might like to play a supporting role, but the other half of me would like to just sit in the audience and just watch everyone react to the play itself. Who knows? Maybe both are possible. And I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on the artwork itself, on the cover. So this was one of the last designs by Glenn Monroe Irby, who unfortunately is no longer with us. He was a beautiful soul, a very talented visual artist, photographer, artist, and he was quite instrumental in the design. So the spiral is his idea. The drawing itself is mine. So I wanted to make the scales of justice, and on one side the bottle of absinthe, and on the other side is, I know it sort of looks like a balloon, but it's the lemniscate, which is the technical name for the infinity symbol, the horizontal 8. And then on top of it is overlapping is a question mark. And as you can see, neither side weighs more than the other. So yeah, it's and I understand the piece. It's no Renoir, but it's my baby. It's my original idea. So yeah.
This is Bottles of Emerald for the Demon Queen, published by Trances Press. It's a play in one act. So it's by Z.M. Wise. Take a look at it. Find it on Amazon. And would you like to conclude with anything, Mr. Z.M.?
Yes, I forgot to I forgot to say that. So this whole thing takes place in Skokie, Illinois, my adopted hometown, which is not far from my actual hometown, right near Chicago. So, if I could bring this to the Skokie Theater, anybody at the Skokie Theater, if you're listening, I would love to submit this for just a possible chance in bringing Bottles of Emerald for the Demon Queen to life. So, thank you very much.
Excellent. So keep a lookout for more literature from Z.M. Wise and publishings by Trances Press. This is Dustin Pickering signing off. Thank you guys for watching. Have an excellent afternoon.